Um, I don't have that much time to make a video today, so that's why I'm moving around. I'm getting myself another cup of coffee, because I gotta leave for work in an hour. But regardless, I had a little topic I wanted to talk about today, so we're going to talk about it. Um, New Year's resolutions. A lot of people make them, and sometimes I feel like people make. Hold on, let me turn this way so you can actually see my face. I feel like sometimes people make the wrong kinds of New Year's resolutions. Like, personally, the only New Year's resolutions I've made are one, to work on being happier and more content with my life, because I'm not gonna lie, these last couple of years have been really hard on me, and they have really affected my level of being just calm and content with life and happy. And I hate feeling like that. I hate feeling like nothing's ever good enough, that I'm never going to be happy again. Like, I can't just wake up and be happy. And I know that's something really, really hard to achieve, and it's not something that happens overnight. But like I said, these last couple of years, I've made a lot of stupid mistakes. I've said a lot of things, I've done a lot of things, I've gotten myself in the position these last couple of years of just kind of being stupid and not really thinking before I do things. And then, like, the whole relationshipy, like, issues that I've been having these last couple of years haven't been that great. Um, Obviously, you guys know all about that, because I didn't hide anything from you when all of those shenanigans were going down. So, my New Year's resolution basically is to work on just being content and happy with myself, not trying to, you know, use somebody else to make me happy, if that makes any sense. Like, find happiness within myself, not by being in a relationship, not by having a ton of friends. Yes, being in a relationship would be amazing, the right kind of relationship. Um, Hanging out with my friends and my coworkers and stuff like that. All that's really fun and it does make me happy. But in general, just being content with myself again, because I haven't been content with myself um, recently. And it's mostly like stupid things I'm doing that I can fix. And then my other more simple New Year's resolution is just replacing all the old furniture in my house, because the furniture I have in my house, literally almost all of the furniture I have in my house right now, is like 3 decades old. Um, it kind of looks and feels like I'm living in a 60-year-old's bachelor pad. It's kind of gross. I'm basically, my goal is to, by the end of the year, have all of my um, old furniture replaced with new furniture. And thank goodness for IKEA, because they have amazing deals on really nice furniture. The only downside is you have to put all of it together yourself, but hey, I'm cool with that, I guess. And let's see here. Basically, those are my New Year's resolutions. They're pretty simple. They're personal ones. One's a simple one, which is replacing the furniture. And then the harder one is, just by the end of the year, being at a point in my life where I'm content, I'm happy, I'm not investing, like, basically, I'm not basing my happiness off of anybody but myself. And that's what I'm going to try to work on. But a lot of people make sort of stereotypical New Year's resolutions, like, oh, I want to lose 30 pounds by the end of the year. I want to be down to this weight by the end of the year. And, that's all well and good, but, it's good to be happy. Like, it's good to exercise. It's good to eat healthy. It's really good to take care of yourself. But I feel like making it a New Year's resolution is kind of setting yourself up for failure automatically, because it's just, and I've done this a couple times in my past vlogs, like when I was vlogging in Jersey. I would be like, oh yeah, I'm going to start, working out like every day, blah, 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 blah. And then after like 2 or 3 weeks, I would stop. And then I would feel like a failure and I would start, getting depressed. I'm like, oh, why am I so fat? Blah, 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 blah. People who make exercise New Year's resolutions typically start out strong. Like for the first 2 or 3 months, they're really working at it, they're feeling great, whatever. And then they just stop. And then anybody that they've told about their New Year's resolutions, anybody that, like their friends, their family, they kind of feel like they failed because it's like, oh, I didn't stick with this, blah, 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 blah. And half the reason is shit happens. Life gets in the way. You can't predict you can't predict every single day how it's going to go. You can't, predict the future. You can have a pretty good estimate of what may or may not happen, but you cannot predict the future. You have no idea what's going to happen. And that's usually what gets most people. Something will happen and then they stop exercising for a while and then they'll either forget or they just can't jump back into working out like they did at the beginning of the year. And then they just stop and then they feel bad. If you're going to make some sort of New Year's resolution, start out with something simple. Like have one simple one and then one more advanced one. And don't base it around your looks because our bodies are constantly changing. They're constantly. That was weird. Sorry, my phone just glitched a little bit. But yeah, do not base it around your looks because we are constantly changing. How we look is constantly changing. Our body chemistry is constantly changing. So, for the first 3 months, you might have no problem losing weight. And then the rest of the year, you never know what could happen. And your body could just kind of be freaking out. And you might not be able to lose weight as easy. And it could get frustrating. Work on like your personal satisfaction, your happiness, sometimes your temper. You could work on having a better temper throughout the year or being more patient or, having a better work ethic at your job even if you don't necessarily like it. Just simple things that are achievable, things that people aren't going to necessarily be looking for, such as, oh, I want to lose 30 pounds. And then, 4 or 5 months down the road, you still look the same, and then everybody's going to know. Like, don't tell people your New Year's resolutions either, because then that just puts more pressure on you. Just write it down, keep track of it yourself, set little personal goals throughout the year to accomplish. Once again, my New Year's resolutions, the small one is to replace all the furniture in the house. So, the furniture's up to date and it looks nice and I won't be embarrassed to have my friends over. And then the big one is working on my personal happiness because these last couple of years haven't been that great to me. I've made a lot of stupid mistakes. I've gotten myself into situations I should have never been in. And as a result of that, I'm not really content with life. I'm not really like I'm not saying I'm always depressed or upset or anything like that. Like I definitely have good days. I definitely have days where I'm really happy, but it's not every day. And every day I'm not content with my life. I'm not content with myself. I'm not necessarily as happy as I could be, and that's something I want to personally work on. Anyway, I gotta finish getting ready for work. I know I kind of look like crap. Don't judge me. Like it's freezing outside. There's a ton of snow on the ground, so my hair's in a ponytail because it's wet. I got out of the shower, so I don't look the greatest in this hat either. Trust me, I'm fully aware. I've got my fleece and then my good winter jackets over there, and it's just, yeah, I don't look the best when I'm getting ready for work. But it's one of the only times I have time to post these videos. So I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think. If anybody gets around to actually watching this video, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So I will see you guys in the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, and well, anybody in the northern region, stay warm. And I will see you guys in the next one.